at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Oh, that wasn't a regulation size rock. Try another one. The all-time world record, 3 skips.
Here, yeah, it's at least getting 3.
Our first episode of Snake Hunters was a bit of a fail, but we'll try again. Good morning, friends.
Why'd you choose that one?
Because it's John Reeves and he's Army.
Oh, that's true.
It just
true. Okay.
It all makes sense in my head, and that's all
sense.
that matters.
I do love John. John's great.
Good morning, Army. Good morning, Throneleys. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know where that clip came from, Johnny and I went and saw 1OK Rock in Toronto. That's for you, Joy. No T in the middle. And we hung out with him for the whole day. He was so much fun. He was such a great guy. You know, he's Army and he reacts to a lot of the same things. So you can go watch that we have a playlist called what is the playlist called? Travel Adventures, something like that. Anyway, it's worth watching. A lot of fun.
Yes.
Hi.
How's it going, Richard? How you doing today?
It's going well. I'm going to hit T for titles. I'm learning my buttons. Good morning, everyone. Yay. All right, so as you guys are slowly rolling in here, welcome back to our Vinyl Verdict series. For those of you who have already been along for the ride, we've reacted to a couple albums already. Today, we are, of course, taking on BTS's album B. B-E, not B-E-E, just to be clear. And Latte and Brigitte has hooked us up with a press conference setting up the song. So apparently this came out during the pandemic, and they set a press conference of them interviewing each other, setting up the songs, where they came from, things like that. So we're going to watch clips setting up the songs and then react to them. And this is going to be pretty sure we're going to be here for 3 weeks, everyone. So make sure you mark your calendars. It's only 8 songs. We're going to listen to in studio version and a live version, I believe, for most of the songs, that we can kind of dive a little bit deeper than we normally do. So that is the plan.
By the way, while I was away on my honeymoon, my mom kind of stopped by the house to just check on Kitty, make sure everything was okay.
Yeah.
I came home, and on my piano, I found these little figurines.
What?
Yes.
Wait, which ones are they?
Little,
I can't tell.
Let's see. Well, there's cards. There's cards to this as well.
Ooh.
Okay, so we got RM.
Very nice. I love that you have these.
Yeah, Jungkook. Hold on. Make sure we get a shot of that.
Yep,
okay.
yep.
And then V and SUGA.
So what are they?
I don't know if my mom's on right now, but she is.
What are they called? Like just BTS figurines, or
BTS.
is that like? No.
Get with it, Richard.
Never mind.
All right, let's get going. But before we do, please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell if you haven't already.
Good Lord.
BTS.
Yeah, I know. All right, we're cutting in on, let's see, Jimin was the project manager of the album, and I believe that's where we're starting.
다이너마이트 발매 글로벌 기자간담회에서 지민 씨가 이번
We don't have
새
to put the
앨범의
copyright. I
음악 프로젝트
pre-checked.
매니저, 그러니까 PM이라고 하죠. 새 앨범의 음악을 총괄해서 맡았다는 얘기인 것 같은데, 자 그렇다면 새 앨범 소개는 음악 PM 지민 씨께서 해주시죠.
네, 이번 앨범의 PM을 맡았던 지민입니다.
티니텐.
사실 이번에 슈가 형이 제안을 주셔가지고 제가 이번에 PM을 맡게 됐는데 제가 별다른 큰 역할을 한 건 아니고 멤버들의 의견을 취합해서 정리해가지고 회사에 보내고 회사 의견을 또 멤버들에게 전달하고 이런 간단한 역할만을 했었고요. 그리고 이제 이번 앨범을 PM으로서 간략하게 말씀드리자면 저희가 이번 앨범을 작업을 시작할 때 주제를 이야기하는 중에 라이프 고즈 온이라는 키워드가 나오게 되었습니다. 그때 RM 형이 저희에게 무슨 일이 있어도 삶은 계속된다는 의미를 담아서 변화된 일상에 우리가 삶을 유지하는 방법을 좀 알려주면 좋지 않을까라는 이야기를 하게 되었는데 멤버들 모두 너무 좋은 것 같고 공감을 하게 돼서 Life Goes On이라는 주제를 정하게 되었습니다. 그리고 범위를 점점 넓혀가서 이번 앨범을 만들게 되었는데 이번 앨범의 제목은 B인데요. B라는 단어의 뜻 자체가 굉장히 열린 의미를 주는 단어라고 생각을 하게 되어서 많은 이야기를 담고 싶었던 이번 앨범에 굉장히 잘 어울린다고 생각해서 이번 앨범명을 B라고 정하게 되었습니다.
That's cool.
네.
By the way, for those of you who don't know,
Always a deeper meaning.
I'm in a very slow process of learning a new language, Tagalog. When I hear someone speak fluent, in this case Korean, it just seems so magical. Like, how does anybody know what he's saying? It's a mystery to my ears. It's just flowing and cool, and I don't know.
Yes, I know. No, it's awesome. I mean, obviously being in Greece and Italy in particular. I mean, there's just a musicality to it. So much that it's like even, I swear there was a toddler that was like 8 months old. Couldn't say a single word, and he sounded Italian somehow. Like even in his cries, it was like even the little baby cries were like musical. So it wasn't like wah, it was like wah. You know, it was like wah. Yeah, it seriously was. I was just like, do you hear that?
That's fantastic.
Anyway, I digress.
Yes, but to
yes.
your point that you point out right away, I love that BTS always take an angle, a perspective that is clever or thoughtful or insightful, or it's just never.
There's a depth to it.
Always a depth.
Yeah, so, even the relationship songs, there's something deeper than just the surfacey stuff. So yeah, they always
관림 다 하셨습니까?
always got something to say.
예,
네.
예,
큰
알겠습니다.
역할은 아니었습니다.
아니 무슨 말씀이세요? 지민 PM님, 예. 자, B라는 앨범 제목에 대한 이제 소개까지 해주었습니다. 자, 이번 앨범 멤버들의 정말 높은 참여 또 협업으로 완성된 앨범이라고 해서 더욱더 기대가 되는데 분야별로 담당자를 정해서 작업을 한 거죠.
네, 그래서 뭐 저희 자체적으로 프로젝트 매니저라는 직책을 정해서 이렇게 해봤어요. 그래서 음악 같은 경우에 사실은 지민 씨가 의견 취합하고 여러 가지 전달하는 과정이 사실은 굉장히 어렵잖아요. 회사에서도 조직에서도. 그래서 근데 그런 역할을 지민 씨가 잘 전달을 해줘서 너무 고맙다고 얘기하고 싶고, 그리고 또 뭐 음악뿐만 아니라 앨범 자켓이나 뭐 아까 앞서 말씀드린 것처럼 컨셉이나 자켓 또 의상, 뮤직비디오 이런 부분에도 멤버들이 부분적으로 많이 참여를 했는데 그 부분에서 이제 총괄적인 비주얼 부분에서 프로젝트 매니저를 맡아준 친구가 이제 B예요.
예.
그래서
Very cool. So I have timestamps I'm going to try to stick to. Yes, his personality comes through always.
It's like an authoritative wisdom, not authoritative like where he's hammering down on people, but it's like he's just confident. There's just this. I mean, that's why he's the father figure of the band, I guess. It's just
Absolutely.
he's got that. Yeah.
So I'm trying to get my links here. Here we go. So that was setting up the project managers. Now it's RM on how the members approached B. All right, so sorry, just jump around here a little bit because the actual full press conference was too long for us to jump. It's like an hour and 12 minutes. We wouldn't get to any music. So, all right, here's the behind story. It's clever like us.
또 우리 작업할 때 이제 원래 잡혀 있었던 이제 일정이나 투어 같은 게 취소되면서 7명이 또 다들 힘들고 그랬었는데
아유 말해 뭐해.
이제 또 그런 상황에서 또 우리가 B라는 앨범이 나왔었는데 또 기분이 어떠셨는지 작업하면서 기분이 어떠셨는지 또 말씀해 주시면 좋을 것 같아요.
벌써 그때가 이제 희미해져 가고는 있어요. 벌써.
It does.
이제 벌써 또 한 4개월, 5개월 또 이렇게 작업했던 기간들이
그죠. 아니 그 사실 그걸 이제 작업한 기간이 그 정도 됐나? 아니 더 된 것 같은데.
더 됐구나.
더 됐어요.
일찍 시작했으니까.
한 5, 6월부터 했거든요. 다이너마이트 하고 나서 거의 바로 했으니까.
반년이 넘었네요 이미.
네, 반년 조금 넘은 것 같아요. 반년쯤 됐죠, 대충. 근데 이제 그때 같은 경우 이제 약간 절벽 끝에서 이제 약간 뭐 할 수 있는 게 그것밖에 없었잖아요 그때. 그래가지고 이제 그 약간 좀 유일하게 할 수 있는 무언가? 그러니까 뭐 다이너마이트 나오고 뭐 잘 되긴 했는데 그거는 이제 그거고 그건 활동이니까. 근데 이제 B를 작업할 때는 약간 뭔가 유일하게 할 수 있는 일을 하는 느낌. 그리고 참 뭐라 해야 되나. 그때 참 그러니까 할 말은 참 많은데 이걸 어떻게 해야 되지? 약간 되게 그렇게.
Sorry. Strange that never once happened while you were gone. Just throwing that out there.
Are you kidding me?
I'm
Really?
not. It never froze once.
Oh my god. Sam thinks I'm cursed too. Like technologically cursed. I just bring bad things.
Let me back up for a second.
할 말은 참 많은데 이걸 어떻게 해야 되지? 약간 되게 그렇게 지금 되게 여러 가지 복합적인 감정으로 작업을 사실 했었죠.
다들 그게 힘들어했던 것 같아요. 이제 뭐 어떤 감정을 여기에 담아야 되나.
그렇죠.
그걸로 일단 우리가 이제 얘기가 시작이었으니까.
다들 힘든데 이제 이걸 그렇다고 뭐 힘들어 이렇게 할 건 아니잖아요. 또 저희는 이제 뭔가 어떻게 이걸 잘 마법처럼 연금술을 써야 될 거 아니에요 여기다가. 그래서 이거 아름답게 만들든 뭔가 긍정적으로 만들든 어떻게 변화를 좀 줘야 되는데 야 이거를 어떡하지? 약간 좀 그런 이제 고민이 참 많았었죠.
근데 그 와중에도 이제 텔레파시라는 이제 아이디어를 제일 먼저 냈어요.
So again, I'm just going by timestamps that were recommended to kind of get a feel from kind of bounce around here a little bit. But I love that they're doing this. I mean, we're going to get to music here in a moment, but the idea of actually interviewing themselves is so much better than just an outside source because they don't know what to lean on, what's actually interesting, what happened behind the scenes, where they're going to have more generic questions. So that this is kind of cool. I like this conversation style.
I like it too.
Yeah.
I like it too. Yeah, we should interview each other, you and me.
We do,
really
in
get the inside
fact.
scoop.
Creators Corner coming up on the first Monday of November.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nice. I love those.
Hey, coffee came in. If you want to jump on that, I'm going to go to the next.
Yes, it did. Okay, I saw. Okay, Latte came in with 14. I haven't read her thing yet, but I'm assuming 14 being a multiple of 7.
It
so
is, in
that's
fact,
my guess.
that's
Hold on.
true.
Let me see. Thanks for choosing this album, but the first BTS album I owned. Okay, Johnny. Yesterday's themes were a bit complex. Today is easy. 2 amazing reactors times 7 amazing artists.
You did it.
The math.
Congratulations, Johnny, and thank you very much, Latte Lover.
Thanks, Latte. You're awesome.
All right, let me jump to this next segment. This is RM on songwriting.
기억이 나요. 저는 키워드나 그 가사가 먼저 있는 게 보통 곡이 훨씬 잘 나와요.
그런 것 같아요. 저도 해보니까 이제 같이 이제 형한테 도움을 받으면서 뭔가 같이 해보니까 이게 없으면은 시도를 못 하겠더라고요.
이게 비트나 피아노가 너무 좋아요. 근데 너무 좋아서 이따가 내가 막 흥얼흥얼하면 멋진 곡이 나올 것 같잖아. 근데 이제 할 말이 없는 거예요.
그러니까요.
네. 근데 이 비트에 맞는 말을 찾아다니려다 보니까 사실은 어거지가 되는 경우도 있고 결과적으로 봤을 때
키워드가 꼭 필요했다.
가사나 키워드가 있는 곡이 보통 더 잘 나오는 것 같다. 그러니까 내 마음에 들게 오랫도록.
그런 것 같아요.
근데 이제 방탄 노래의 경우
You talk about this often. You want to? It's a similar process for you, is it not?
Well, yeah.
It's not always that process.
Not always. It's always a little bit different, but the sooner that I can find that, like they say, like that key word or the hook or maybe the title of the song, it steers the whole process because otherwise it's too open. And when we used to work and I was mainly doing the music and the melody and you do the lyrics, it was tougher for me because I mean there's almost too many options musically and you just kind of like are rudderless, you're just kind of meandering a little bit. So as soon as I can find that key word, it's like it informs the meaning of the song, it informs the groove of the song, the way the phrasing is going to be, and then all of a sudden it's like a puzzle piece. You get the edges and the corners, and you start filling it in. It's like, okay, now we're in a direction. So yeah, I totally relate to that.
And you would often, when you would write something, you would come up with a word or phrase or something that I could tell you liked because you would repeat it or something in that, and then I would end up using that phrase because like, ooh, I would then be inspired by your gibberish. For like, ooh, that's an interesting line, and then yeah. So there's always
when I had to start writing lyrics, finding that meaning of the song because that can inform the melody as well, the type of feeling you want from the meaning that the title that you've decided on. So yeah, love that they said that.
All right, so the next part is on SUGA's songwriting. And hello, Des. I just want to say hello. It's very rare that I can catch you live. Welcome. Since this time is usually my choir practice time. So I'm very conflicted because obviously I think you should watch the show. However, choir practice is also essential in your life, so I don't take it personal. Be sure to come back for the replay.
That's right.
If it was like homework or job or dinner, it's like, I mean, just pause. Focus on the show. That stuff can be paused. But choir practice,
as he used to tell me back in the day,
you need to do that. All right.
As long as it's music related.
형이 곡을 만들 때 이제 제일 중요하게 생각하는 부분이 뭔가 그리고 이제 곡을 만들 때 보통 모티브라는 게 이제 어떤 상황에서 어떻게 주로 오는지 뭐 여러 가지 상황이 있겠지만 그 두 가지 질문 정도를 하고 싶고
뭐 딱히 곡을 써야겠다 해서 쓰는 경우는 없는 것 같고 그냥 진짜 너무 심심하면 할 게 이것밖에 없다는 생각이
최고의 놀이다.
진짜 할 게 너무 없으니까 이제 곡을 쓰는 건데 진짜
전 그렇진 않거든요.
진짜 뭔가 어쨌든 작업을 해야 되는 타이밍이 오면 그렇게 하는 것도 있지만 진짜 이렇게 작업실이나 있으면 정말 할 게 없단 말이지. 맨날 그렇다고 거기서 논팽이처럼 게임만 하고 있을 수도 없는 거고.
그건 맞지.
그러면 이제 한 개, 두 개씩 쓰는 게
해야겠다,
이제 모여서 나중에 이제 작업을 할 때 이제 진짜 필요할 때 이제 쓰게 되는 거죠.
그럼 형이 가장 중점적으로 생각하는 부분은 뭐예요? 곡을 이것만큼은 진짜 제일 중요하다. 저 같은 경우는 키워드, 저는 항상 키워드거든요. 뭐 잠시면 잠시 뭐 이런 거.
나는 그냥 일단은 비트를 먼저 만드니까.
삘인가 역시?
별 생각이 없이 이번에 BA 앨범 만들 때 특히나 가사적으로는 진짜 완전 자유롭게 썼어가지고 뭔가 이번에 딱히 우리가 키워드를 줘서 이제 이 키워드에 맞게끔 써달라는
그런 건 아니었죠.
그러다 보니까 그냥 이거는 지금 이렇게 가사를 쓰면 되겠다 하는 게 딱딱딱 떠올라가지고 그래서 다른 곡들 가사를 못 넣었죠. 안 써주더라고. 너무 막 썼나 내가?
물론 그래도 형은 반영이 됐잖아. 저 같은 경우는 사실 반영이 안 돼.
왜?
물론 제가 태영이의 그 방향성을 잘못 이해했어요.
아 플레인 그레이는
그렇죠. 오케이, 그럼 형이 이제 중요하게 생각하는 부분이 뭐냐라고 하면 그러면 사실은 그냥 그때그때 느낌이라고 할 수 있겠네요. 네.
일단은 비트
확신 같은 거
무조건 비트가 좋아야 되니까 그걸 먼저 만드는 편이다 보니
오케이. 그럼 형이 약간 확실을 만들어가는 스타일 이렇게 생각하시죠.
한 덩어리씩 이렇게 하니까
지금처럼 약간 건축하듯이 이렇게 가는
비트 만들고 또 멜로디 쓰고
뭐 가사 있으면 있고 이렇게.
Interesting. It really, everybody's got their own formula, and even that will vary. When I was songwriting before you, also a Creators Corner special, if you want to be thoroughly entertained. It's
pre-Johnny Richard is great.
I can't promise you'll like what you hear, but I will promise you will be entertained. There's a difference. But I would often start with the chords. I would let the chord, not the beats per se, but I would just on the guitar or the piano put a couple chords together and then just kind of move my voice, and then I would be inspired by a mood or something. Eventually words would come from that. I think it was typically what I would do before you and I started working together. So it's interesting. Everybody's got their own.
I love his vibe too. It's just so like, it's so matter. He's just so like casual with it. It's like, I don't know. I don't really think about it too much. He just doesn't. Some people are like, they plan out everything meticulously, and I mean that's definitely. I know people like that who have that artistic thing where it's just like they just go in and do it. They're not like overly meticulous. And then also dispelling this thing, which, this idea that every artist, when they write a song, it's just this totally like inspired moment where the muse is just striking them, and it's just like this creative magic. Sometimes that happens, but sometimes, as I forget who, there's an actor I was watching, and he was just like, "It's a job. I just do it. It's like it doesn't have to be magic. I just go, I act, I say my lines, and that's it. And I get
Put in the work,
and I go. It doesn't have to. And some people are just like, they got the candles and they got the whole mood and atmosphere. And, it's cool.
Brigitte is telling me for the music video, I should put on the copyright for English lyrics, please. Okay, I will do that. And then we're going to watch looks like you guys voted in NT Live. We're going to watch after that. So we're going to hear Life Goes On twice. Oh, here's Mom. Your mom.
Yeah, I already showed them, Mother. Yes.
A little, what is it, Teeny Tans? Is that what you guys said they were called? BTS?
Teeny Tans, yeah.
All right, so...
Yeah, I forgot to say that to you on the phone the other day. I like that little surprise.
Oh, not copyright, the captions. All right, I got you, Brigitte. They're already on. I got this. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's from my niece, Eleanor. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Eleanor.
세상이 멈춰서 아무런 예고도 하나 없이 꿈은 기다림을 몰라서 눈치 없이 와버렸어 자국이 지워진 거리 여기 남아져 있는 나 혼자 가는 시간이 미안해 말도 없이
오늘도 비가 내릴 것 같아 흠뻑 젖어버렸는 아직도 멈추질 않아 저 먹구름보다 빨리 달려가 그럼 될 줄 알았는데 나 겨우 사람인가 봐 몹시 아프네 세상이란 놈이 지갑기 덕분에 눌러보는 먼지 쌓인 되감기 넘어진 채 청하는 엇박자의 춤 겨울이 오면 내 진짜 더 뜨거운 숨
That's a cool line.
Oh, first singing part.
다행히도 우리 사이는 아직 여태 안 변하네 늘 하던 시작과 끝 안녕이란 말로 오늘과
Same thing for J-Hope, yeah.
멈춰 있지 마 어둠에 숨지 마 빛은 더 떠오르니까 끝이 보이지 않아 출구가 있긴 한가 발이 뜨지 않아
Pause here. I'm just realizing the timing of this. Obviously, this came out 4 years ago, the pandemic. Is this where a lot of Army this is where a lot of people discovered BTS, is it not? During the pandemic, I feel like I've heard that story a lot.
Was it? Yeah, I was trying to figure out the time period of when
Because
I first
they were
became aware of them.
obviously building and doing their own thing, and they were in full swing of things. But a lot of the people we've talked to, I think Latte, you're one of them too. We had the conversation where, and Francesca as well. This is where things surfaced, and binge watching things, and the ARMY grew exponentially. And so these songs were a big part of that, kind of crossing over into different parts of the world and everything. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's the time.
That was my first song. The Butter was my first song.
And I hadn't heard that. Yeah,
Butter.
Crazy
Yeah.
on the show was my impression of it.
Yeah,
So,
actually, we heard Dynamite on the honeymoon too, and I was like, "Oh, BTS." She's like, and Chrissy's like, "That's what that is." I'm like, "Yeah, it's like BTS." I know. So, got some street cred.
I sent a photo to Brigitte, and I think it was to Latte too. When I was in LA with my daughter over the summer, I was walking down the street, just kind of window shopping, looking in. In the very back wall was a picture of, it was like caricatures of BTS. And I just thought, what has this channel, the channel has just enlightened me musically in so many ways. Because I'm like, oh, BTS, like, there's no, in no other parallel universe would I know who they are without this channel. And just recognize them from far away. It's cool.
No fault of their own, by the way. That is totally Richard's insulated lifestyle, where he doesn't,
it's a me thing, not a them thing.
Yes.
So the song, coming back to the song, so it's got the great pop element to it. Everything's chord progression, nothing fancy. It's about the hook. It's the melody. There's a sweetness to the movement of the melody. Great lines in the lyrics that we're seeing. I mean, they're translated. Some of them are in English, obviously, but there's a couple lines that stand out that I think poetically were really well crafted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like you said, kind of just a nice pop song, kind of light. I like the sort of R&B beat under it with that washy like that hi-hat, the like that little offbeat. And then the chord progression, simple kind of loops. And then they go to the minor 4 chord, which everyone knows is a favorite of mine. But it's so interesting to hear this and just, I obviously want to react to this album in its own right, but it's hard not to compare it to where they went with their music. And I just love seeing the starting point and where they've ended up as a group, and also their solo stuff, which I think is even more complex and even more. I agree. They really found their sound, but for this in and of itself it's great.
Let's keep going here. Well, I like this. The soundscapes here.
Like an echo in the forest, 하나가 돌아오겠지. 아무래도 없던 듯이 Yeah, life goes on. Like an arrow in the blue sky. 또 하루도 날아갔지. On my pillow, on my table. Yeah, life goes on like this again. I remember.
Like that.
Yeah, great hook. And they just do the head voice falsetto thing so well too.
It just floats. And again, they sing it with a sweeter tone than they might a different song, which I thought was just great choices throughout. So we're going to hear it again, this time live, and we generally prefer live. So excited to see this. It's on MTV. We all know what that means. Copyright.
That's right.
So be sure.
Is MTV not a thing anymore? I thought I read that somewhere that it's off the air.
Well, they're still on YouTube. Maybe they're not producing
on TV. Not that they've played music for like
God. The reality shows. I gave up on MTV so many years ago.
Yeah, but still, I mean, what a staple that's not on TV anymore. And yes, really quick, Latte Lovers comment. Johnny Miner 4 Court says, thanks for bringing it back into the game after 2 weeks on the bench. You didn't bring it up once when I was gone. The 4 chord,
Mark brought up the chord change on Filipino Friday. I don't think it was a minor fourth though, but it was it jumped to a minor where major would have been. So it could have been. It might have been implied. We'll have to go back and watch the tape. But no one said minor fourth.
You leave hoping that people are going to take care of business while you're gone, and when they don't, it just I don't know. I'm not angry, just disappointed. Really, I guess.
Wow, that hurts even more. All right, here we go. This was 4 years ago, so shortly after that the music video was released. Be sure to click on the description below. There will be a link to go watch the original. So if for those of you who haven't, would like to watch it, so you don't have to watch this moving microphone float on top. But we're here to listen anyway. That's what we're focused on. The acoustic version too.
Yeah.
오늘의 세상이 멈춰서 아무런 예고도 없이 밤은 기다림을 몰라서 눈치 없이 와버렸어
발자국이 지워진 거리 여기 남아져 있는 나의 혼자 가는 시간이 미안해 말도 없이
Great.
아직도 멈추질 않아 저 먹구름보다 빨리 달려가 그럼 될 줄 알았는데 난 겨우 사람인가 봐 몹시 아프는 세상이란 놈이 준 감기 덕분에 눌러보는 먼지 쌓인 그 감기 넘어진 채 청하는 엇박자의 총 겨울이 오면 내 시작 더 뜨거운 손
끝이 보이지 않아 출구가 있긴
I'll take this over the studio version any day.
Absolutely.
잠시 두 눈을 감아 여기 내 손을 잡아 저 미래로 달아나자 like an echo in the forest 하루가 돌아오겠지 아무 일도 없던 듯이 yeah life goes on
But again, Tay, can you hook us up with that, please?
in the blue sky 또 하루도 날아갔지 on my pillow on my table yeah like a song like this again 이 음악을 빌려 너에게 나 전할게
All right, so just to back up my statement to explain why I said that, I don't listen to pop music in general. It's just never been something that's just resonated with me. So I recognize a great song, great hook, and a good pop production, which we just heard in the studio version. But this, I like not just because it's acoustic, it feels just more organic, it has all those qualities, but it really highlights how great the melody actually is. You're not codependent on any of the slick production in the studio version. This is stripped down, and actually it allows the genius of the melody in the flow of how they're singing it to surface as a listener.
And
so that's why
and
I
their
like this.
individual vocal identities, I think, are more apparent. Like they stand out a little bit more because it's not sort of hidden under the sheen of a great production. And again, I'm a producer myself, and the production that we heard in the last song, I would go for that sound because that's what you need to go for. But as a music listener and a fan, even though this isn't sonically as impressive, it's more it's just more interesting for me to
I like
see.
it more.
You know, yeah.
All right, let's keep going here.
Yeah, just breathe a little bit more.
It's a good word for it.
하던 시작과 끝 안녕이란 말로 오늘과 내일을 또 함께 이어보자고 멈춰있지만 어둠에 숨지마 빛은 또 떠오르니까 끝이 보이지 않아 출구가 있긴 할까 빠르대지질 않아 잠시 두 눈을 감아 여기 내 손을 잡아 저 미래로 가라 Let's go!
Great. Jimin's little shimmer there.
Is it Frozen?
Sorry, I'm not watching that one.
Okay.
I don't have
Gives me
to
an
watch the
opportunity
floating microphone.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, works great that way.
And I like that. I like how they make a song that's got more of a chill vibe to it, and then like RM is still in there hyping things up. It's like, let's go, it's like it's still fun. They still bring the fun aspect.
Yeah. I like your arm
By the way, how
impression,
does
by the
one
way.
play? How does one play guitar with
Oh,
a ring on?
you're gonna have to get used to it.
Jeez.
Do you know how you do it to not make a sound? You get
Get a plastic one,
a rubber one, and it's quiet.
a rubber one. I mean,
I've got the metal one as well, but this is safer.
yeah.
As I age and as I plump up in my old age, I can still get it off. I think that's very important.
That's
hit
good.
play.
That's good.
like this again. Life goes on.
Nice. Yeah, the harmonies popped out there better. Everything, just across the board. All right, so
Sophie wears multiple rings while playing.
speaking of
Francesca's
freezing,
daughter. Yeah.
you just have to get used to the position of it. Why did that come?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right, so we're going to listen to Life Goes On one more time because you guys were requesting it in the chat for it's SUGA's version, right? Is that what you guys looking for? Do we want? Okay, Brigitte, you gave me two. You're killing me. Which one do I press?
Yeah, this is going to be tough because what's her title, official title? Would you say?
Executive
Administrator.
babysitter. I think.
Yes, our person that takes care of things behind the scenes is
Supervisor.
slightly biased during these shows. So I feel like we're going to get, and I say that lightly.
We're 40 minutes in. We've listened to one song. We're gonna hear it one more time.
God, she's a fanatic for sure.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, I think she's narrowed it down for me. Thank you. We need time for one more song. Fly Me to the Room is after this. We have to get at least one more. Okay.
Fly me to the room.
Okay, this is... Wait, is this the fan cam? I'm just gonna... If it is... It is, great. Okay, so we don't have to cover it. Perfect.
He's just so cool. I've said that so many times, but it's like,
He's a rock star.
look at the hair, look at the vibe.
He's the rebel.
Let's go.
Screaming.
This is the same song? Wow. Different song.
It says life goes on. The lyrics are totally different.
And the melody and the chords are different. Which usually suggests it's a different song.
What's happening?
But
Is this right?
I mean, I have not heard a.
I know.
I mean, we often talk about making a song your own, a pre-existing song, but this is definitely taking it a little bit too far.
He released, so it's his own version. Oh, so maybe the hook is coming. Maybe he just built around it, and the hook is still in the middle.
Really? This is the same one. Okay.
All right. I'll hit play.
Interesting. I like it. I like it.
I was just trying to, yeah. I was trying to anchor the melody in my head. Same song, unique version. Okay. I love how we prop Brigitte up for being Army and knowing exactly what she's doing, and then we question everything she's doing.
Well, keeps her humble. Wow. A completely different song.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah. I
So
don't know
when
that
I-
I've ever heard that when you cover your own group song, but you change it up so drastically.
Well, what I got from the chat is they're saying that this was his submitted version. So there was like, they have their maybe collective ideas and they submit their own, and then they chose the other one, and he's just like, fine, I'm gonna put it on my whole album. So this was on Augusti then, I'm presuming. And apparently they did this with Airplane. That was J-Hope, right? And there was another one you mentioned, I missed it. So that's a really interesting point. And how cool is that for them artistically to still have the opportunity to share what their idea was of it, and then as fans to kind of see different perspectives of the same idea. That's wild.
Yeah, I do love how they cross-reference their solo careers with the group. How they they collab with each other on things. Somebody produces, somebody writes here, and then obviously that and they're referencing other albums. I actually kind of like the rejected one, even more than the one that made it. Like for my own personal taste, I like the drive of it.
Right.
I like sort of the jazziness. Life goes on. I love that.
And I did like it at the piano too. I thought that was cool in that perspective as well. We actually, what stood out to me was here's a rapper at the piano singing with zero autotune. Love that. I mean, it's a bigger risk for him, right? Just because that's not like maybe his bread and butter per se, but he just let the vulnerability of his voice. We heard him do the same thing when he played guitar on that song I can't remember the title of last time we did a live stream. That's a choice that he's making as an artist, to be that vulnerable and that kind of naked with the voice, especially in a style that is associated with using autotune as part of a stylistic choice. And he's stepping away from that when he does his own stuff. I love that. That's the rebel in him. He's a rock star.
I love his vibe. I really love his vibe, and he's at the. Not that I want to start choosing sides or my favorites, but
here we go.
He's up there, I think. I'll start this whole thing. But
if I had to choose, he's definitely in the top 7.
He's definitely in the top 7. Yeah. No, I love it, and and I'm
seesaw.
Of all the genres, rap is probably like it's on the lower end for me, but he's sort of brought me into that world, for sure. And but he's also, I don't know, I usually I'm not a fan of like the rap singing, but there's something with him, like I don't know, it's just his whole aura is just super cool.
He's cool.
And the hair, great hair.
All right, the second song on the album.
You said this is gonna last 3 weeks? God.
There's only 8 songs, so I still think it's possible to do in 3 weeks.
It's like, God, this is derailed quickly.
Really fast. Okay. Fly to my room, not fly me to the room. Is that what I said before?
You let me to the room, yeah.
What do you do? A little Sinatra is gonna influence. Yep. And here goes. So we have the lyric video. So this is obviously the vocal line here, without any. Well, no, not obviously. This is a mix. I didn't actually look at who was singing. I just saw 4 people and singing this vocal line. All right, cool.
Don't work and let me fly to my. 시선이 낮추고 어디든 맞춤. 지금 나와 let me fly to my. Get me out of my bliss and now I'm feeling brand new. Every day, 답답해 미치겠어. Feel like it's a stay.
That's a stinky rhythm right there. Stanky.
오래돼 뺏겼어. 아직 난 침대서 거북해 속에 It's killing me slowly now. Anyway, 떠나고파 anyway. 뭐 방법이 없어. 이 방이 내 전부. 그럼 뭐였길 내 세상으로 바꿔보지 뭐. 떠나볼게 let me fly to my. 시선이 낮추고 어디든 맞춤. 지금 나와 let me fly to my. Get me out
여긴가 이랬나 싶어 갑자기 낯선 네 풍경 괜히 추억에 잠겨 어렸던 책상도 달라진 햇빛도 특별해 보이네 I'm living this lonely night
A better way, I just found a better way. Sometimes you gotta know.
I'm hearing something interesting in this. So you could hear that auto-tune is being used. Again, we just talked about this being kind of a K-pop style. But it sounds to me like they layered in the raw sound mixed with it. It's almost, particularly when V's singing, I feel like I hear the auto-tuned line and then like it's supported with his tone almost underneath it. I don't know if you caught that or not. It's a different way of mixing it.
Going on. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like auto-tune layered with the original sound.
Yeah, I think I was too preoccupied with that beat. That beat is stanky, as I said. It's like and there's
super
something
halftime.
It's super halftime, and it kind of sucks you in because it's so spacious. And usually the main beat or the kick drum and the snare, which it's going like this, kick, snare. It's usually subdivided with a hi hat going. It kind of
so you kind of know where you are almost. Yeah.
Yeah, which informs things, and but when the hi-hat's like either vanished or like really subdued,
you're like
it's the space just like that's the hardest beat to play because you don't have those subdivisions to keep you on time. Because so you really like, I mean, I'm sure this is programmed, but the drummer playing this live, I mean, he's got to be really on. His internal meter has to be super
completely
precise.
Locked in. Yeah.
But man, how effective is that beat? And this song, I feel like this era of songs for them, they really had a sort of a jazzy influence. This progression. Dun, dun. I mean, that's a jazzy progression right there. Like those little turnarounds, those major sevenths that they got in there. It reminds me of the first time that we saw that medley of songs that they did. I forget what it was called. Was it Tiny Desk?
No, Tiny Desk was later. It was the Green Room or something like that.
The Green Room? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of those songs, they just appealed to me so much because musically there was interesting chord changes happening. I feel like that was really present in that era. Yeah. Cool song. But I want to listen to that effect.
특별해 보이네 I'm living this lonely night
A better way, I just found a better way. Sometimes you gotta know I'm breaking this beautiful 가벼운 몸이 날아가 멀리 This thing's so sorry.
I hear what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's clever.
Let me fly to my 시선을 낮추고 어디든 맡겨 지금 now let me fly to my get me out of my bliss and now I'm feeling brand new
이 방은 너무 작지 그래 날 꿈을 담기에 침대 그 위로 작지 여기가 제일 안전해 어쩜 기쁨도 슬픔도 어떤 감정도 여기 그저 받아주네 때론 이 방이 감정이 쓰레기통이 돼도 날 안아주네 또 나를 반겨주네 사람들 같은 내 방통 위도
Gonna make it straighter.
생각은 생각이 바꾸면 돼 여기 나만 즐길 수 있는 트래플 음식은 트리스톤 나 근적으로 채워봐
떠나볼까 let me fly to my 시선을 낮추고 어디든 맡겨 지금 now let me fly to my get me out of my bliss and now I'm feeling brand new
Nice. It is. By the way,
so
I've
hard to
nev-
play, but if you can lock into that groove,
I've never
What?
seen your body language so gangsta in my life.
like, you,
I'm loving it.
West Side. Actually, I'm East Side.
You're totally East Side. Okay, so we have one more version of this to close off today's vinyl verdict. We are going to go through the whole album for those of you who missed it at the beginning. This is, we're on our second song, but this is a live version. This is live sixth Monster Sowoozoo 2021. I don't know what any of that means, but that's what we're going to watch. And this is gonna need a closed caption cover on it.
Yeah.
So if it's new to you, obviously you can click on the link in the description after the live stream and go watch that. And we're going to be here, like I said, next week, in the next 2 weeks, next 2 Tuesdays, as we work through this album. All right, you ready?
The wedding has changed things. It's really brought out the inner gangsta in me. It was lying dormant this whole time, but we're just waiting to get out. Just
I don't know
waiting
what
to
that
get
says about Christy. Like I'm good for, like how is this being cultivated?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. All right, here we go. Did I say monster? It's muster.
Every
I was
day,
gangsta.
tucked up in 미치겠어. Feel like it's a stay one. 누가 저 시계 좀 돌려줘. 아직 난 챔됐어.
Did he come in at the wrong line?
Anywhere 떠나고파 anywhere 뭐 방법이 없어 이 방이 내 전부 그럼 모여길 내 세상을
I love his voice.
바꿔보지 마 전화볼게 let me fight on my 시선을 낮추고 어디든 맞춰 지금 나와 let me fight on my Get me out of my place and now I'm feeling brand new Everywhere 여기가 이랬나 싶어 갑자기 낯선 이 풍경 괜히 추억에 잠겨 오래된 책상도 달라진 햇빛도 특별해 보이네 I'm living less lonely now
A better way, I just want a better way. And sometimes you gotta know.
There's no live audience here.
가벼워 몸이 날아가 멀리. These things are so real. Yeah.
떠나볼게 let me fight on my 시선을 낮추고 어디든 맞춰 지금 나와 let me fight on my Get me out of my blues and now
Thank you,
I'm
Kate.
feeling brand new
이 방은 너무 작지 그래 날 꿈을 담기에 침대 위 그렇 작지 여기가 제일 안전해 어떤
the writing in this
기분도
rap
어떤
part's great.
감정도
Totally
느끼는
changes
듯
up the
받아주네
groove.
Does.
때론
Great
이 방이
way.
감정의 쓰레기통이 되던
As a songwriter, when you've got a piece like this that is as stanky as to borrow your description from earlier, that like
got stank.
whole like you just like walking in the mud kind of thing. When you have this, it's like a release. It's a relief.
It's almost like a
from
bridge.
that feeling.
You know, the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it helps balance
intention
the
of
song.
Yeah, no, it moves it because it's that plotsy feeling, which is infectious. It needs to change up at some point, or else it kind of gets a little bit redundant. So,
Right.
great timing for that. Great
Perfect
choices.
Yep.
정도 여긴 그저 받아주네 때론 이 방이 감정의 쓰레기통이 되도 나 안아주네 Yeah 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 yeah
사람들 같은 내 방터위드 마치 시내를 나온 듯이
J-Hope hugging the bear.
생각이 바꾸면 돼 여기 나만 즐길 수 있는 트래블 배달 음식은 트위스터 낙관적으로 채워봐 I'm full
떠나볼게 let me fly to my 시선을 낮추고 어디가 맞춤 지금 너와 let me fly to mine Get me out of my bliss and now I'm feeling right now 떠나볼까 let me fly to mine 시선을 낮추고 어디가 맞춤 지금 너와 let me fly to mine Get me out of my bliss and now I'm feeling right now 떠나볼까 let me fly to mine 시선을 낮추고 어디를 맞추 지금 너와 let me fly to mine Get me out of my bliss and now I'm feeling brand new Hey!
내방 여행 끝. 네, 감사합니다.
They just clearly had fun with this one, which is great.
Yeah.
Just and I know it's hard to. I know you couldn't see with the copyright thing, but I mean they were just smiling throughout the majority of that. There's just like that vibe, but it's hard to do. Just singing. It's what we're doing, right? I mean, even in this scenario, I'm looking to screen. We see that there's 263 people watching or in the chat, but we don't have like that energy coming back. We do in the chat, but I get to see Johnny. Johnny gets to see me. So there's that feeling of conversation. What they're doing is way harder because you're looking at like there's no conversation. It's a one-way performance without that immediate feedback.
And
so to
you
keep
need a
that
whole lot
vibe
more
is
energy.
difficult.
Yeah, as a performer, like a singing songs, it's like you need a lot more energy than we require for this. So
Way more.
Yeah, to bring that, is I mean they're conjuring that up is what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
really impressive. Yeah, they always have the fun factor.
Very cool. Thank everyone for hanging out with us today. We're going to be back next Tuesday to continue with Blue and Gray is next up. And we have a little more of the press conference from V as well going into that. In the meantime, we'll be live here every day this week. And be sure to check out the playlist of
All
BTS.
our BTS stuff.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're new here, we've reacted to like 100, 200 videos. I'm not really sure. It's a lot. Go enjoy. Binge watch.
Go check
Thanks
them
for
out.
hanging out, everyone.
Thanks, guys. See ya.